In this video, we're going to go over whole number operations. Now, something to keep in mind is an operation is a mathematical process, and the most common operations that we use in math are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. There are a lot of other operations, but those are just the ones that we use the most. Now, I do have a video that covers all of the operations, but in this video, we're going to focus specifically on division. So let's take a look at some examples. Here we have 462 divided by 3. Now, we really want to understand what is going on with this operation. What does it mean to divide? Well, think about it this way. Let's say you had 462 pennies. And you wanted to take those pennies and divide them into 3 piles, which means you wanted to split them into 3 piles. In order to figure out how many pennies are in each pile, we would use division. Now, just as any operation, you could divide the way that it appears right now on the screen, or you can change the way it looks up a little bit to help you divide it out a little bit better, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do 462 divided by 3. And you're going to just take it one number at a time. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed by the amount of numbers that you see right now. I want you to really just take it one number at a time. So I'm going to start with the 4. Okay? And I'm going to divide 4 divided by 3. So I'm just going to write this off to the side here. Now, what does this mean? This means how many times does 3 go into 4? If you have 4 items, how many times can you split that into 3? Just once. And how many do you have left over? Just 1. So, if we take a look at this, 4 divided by 3 is 1. And what we're going to do now is we're going to subtract the 3 that we're taking away from that group. Because remember, there's 3 in that group. In other words, 3 times 1 gives me 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. There's where that extra 1 comes from. But we're not done yet because we still have 2 other numbers that we have to divide out. So the next step is to bring this 6 down. Now we're looking at how many times does 3 go into 16. So think about your multiplication facts. Well, 3 times 5 gives us 15. 3 times 6 gives us 18. 18 is too much. So we can say 16 divided by 3 is 5. And again, 3 times 5 is 15, so I'm going to subtract 15, which gives me 1. I'm still not done because I have that last number, and I'm going to bring that one all the way down. Now I want to ask myself, what is 12 divided by 3? Well, 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So because 4 times 3 gives me 12, I'm going to subtract 12 minus 12, and I'm left over with nothing. So 462 divided by 3 is 154. Let's take a look at another example. Here we have 4,382 divided by 4. And again, I'm going to rewrite this. And I'm just going to go number by number. So I'm going to again start with the number that's closest to the bar. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. And I'm subtracting that. That leaves me with 0. But that doesn't mean that I'm done. Now I got to move to the next number. 3. Bring that down. 4 does not go into 3, but we still have to leave a placeholder. So if 3 cannot be divided by 4, we're going to just put 0 here. 4 times 0 is 0, so I'm still going to subtract that, which leaves me with 3. Then I'm going to move to the next number, 8. 4 goes into 38 9 times. 4 times 9 is 36. 8 minus 6 gives me 2. And I have one more number to take care of here, and that's 2. So I'm going to bring that one all the way down. 22 divided by 4 is 5. But 5 times 4 is just 20, which means that I'm left with 2. Now there's two things you can do here. You can either say remainder 2, or what we're going to talk about in decimal videos is you can change 4,382 to a decimal and continue to do the calculations. But again, I'm not going to go over that in this video, so if you want to see that, you can go into my dividing decimals video and take a look at that.